Welcome Scale Modelers to SMKR, this is Steve. Please subscribe, like, and comment on my video. This is a Soltar 2020 by Badger. This is a high precision detailed airbrush. I'm briefly going to explain the details of this brush, how to disassemble and reassemble. I purchased this airbrush from webairbrushes.com. What comes with this airbrush are two fine needles with the black tips, wrench, rubber protective cap, a plain nozzle head for easy cleanup, a spare needle protective cap, and a spare PTFE nozzle seal. I installed the high roller trigger, which wasn't included. The high roller trigger has a longer throw to give me more precise application of the needle. The airbrush comes, for the most part, everything loose, and the needle is pulled back just a tiny bit. So you are told to loosen the set screw here in the back, and then you can push forward on the needle to seat it in the nozzle. So let's look at disassembling this airbrush. To disassemble the airbrush, the first thing you want to do is you want to pull back on the needle a little bit so you don't bend it or just turn the locking lug counterclockwise, and then you can pull the needle back just a tiny bit. When disassembling it, you want to hold it straight up as such, so that way when you take off the tip here, you will not lose the needle tip that's underneath. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to disassemble it sideways. Simply unscrew the cap, and this is the easy clean cap here. And you can see the needle tip fell out, so be very careful with that when disassembling this, because you could lose it. Now when you take this cap off, it's actually in two pieces here. Note the brass side. Note the brass side of this is the side that gets inserted back into the airbrush when reassembling it. So then this piece comes off separate. As such. May be necessary to use the wrench to loosen the cap. Please note, when you have this all apart, you have the nozzle head with PTFE seal, the needle tip, regulator cap, and the spray regulator, both for the easy cleanup and the one with the protective arms. Now I'm going to go ahead and reassemble the airbrush. Before reassembling, make sure you pull back on the needle to get it out of the way. Make sure your nozzle head has a PTFE Teflon washer, the fine paint tip, the paint tip hold down ring, and either the spray fine regulator or the spray fine regulator with protective arms. I'm going to put the one with the protective arms on. Make sure your needle is fully retracted. Carefully screw on. Snug with a wrench. Install your needle cap carefully. And make sure when you screw on the collar that the brass piece screws into the nozzle head. Be careful not to cross thread it. And there you have it. Soltar 2020 is reassembled. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was very informative for you. The reason why I made this video is because there's confusion about how this airbrush goes back together. Just remember that your collar, the brass threads have to go in first. If you can easily reverse that and it won't go back together like it should. So with that, thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate all your support. Please subscribe. Please comment and like. Happy modeling, everybody.